There is one thing that people love, and that is reality TV. I'm gonna be talking about a curious case of reality TV ethics. Stay tuned for my take. This girl a mess, y'all. Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been around here a while. I'm Kendra, this is Kendra Creates. This is where I share my life with you. I also talk about other stuff, so tune in for that other stuff. And make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Also, go ahead and like this video while you're at it. So what I want to talk about today, I wanted to talk about this for a while, ever since I started like circulating around the internet or whatever. And y'all know I'm slow and I'm just kind of late to record stuff and talk about stuff. That's neither here nor there. But I know y'all have heard of the reality show or whatever you want to call it, Catfish. So basically the whole premise of the show is they bring someone on the show that has been conversing with someone online. They've never met, and we all know what a catfish is, someone who portrays to be themselves, but they're not really them or something like that, or they're not fully honest about who they are or something like that. So these people have never met in real life. So there was one episode of Catfish that everyone was talking about. And I wanted to talk about it because I felt like it was quite interesting. Usually someone catfishes someone to trick them or whatever. They may build up a relationship with them. They're hiding their identity. And a lot of it stems around the fact that they're very self-conscious about their looks or whatever. They usually like pass themselves off as someone else. But it was particularly interesting on this case. The guy is named Ibrahim and the girl is T or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so they're talking for a very long time. T like gives the guy a fake name. So the guy tattoos the fake name on his neck. I don't know what would possess him to do that, but he did that. That's neither here nor there. Crazy, right? Catfish is crazy. And T is concerned, so she reaches out to the show Catfish because she wants to know if this is a real or a fake person because they don't want to meet in person. So they finally meet, and he is who he says he is, y'all, which is kind of rare for the show Catfish. But there is one thing about him that astonishes the viewers, and it is the fact that he has messed up teeth. Like, he said that he got his teeth knocked out in a fight or something like that. So this really turns T off. T doesn't talk to him anymore. The end, right? So this is where the controversy lies. Everyone is up in arms about this, right? People are like, oh my God, she is so vain. She's missing out on a great guy. Who cares if his teeth are messed up or missing or whatever? Like, she's so wrong, right? And then they blame the show Catfish because they feel as though Catfish should have fixed his teeth. I have so many thoughts. I have so many words. Let's get into it. So the first part about the girl like being vain or whatever because she didn't want to talk to him because of his teeth. I have true concerns about this. And the reason why I have true concerns about this is because I feel like people on the internet lie. They lie so much. They say things to make themselves appear better than they are, to make themselves look good, to make themselves seem like wonderful, excellent, moral people. But I just don't think people are always who they portray themselves to be online. Because I've been in the real world, and the real world is brutal, and even people online are brutal. I don't really know why more people weren't like, you know, she's entitled to have her preferences on who she dates and to leave the woman alone. Like, that is personally how I feel about things. A lot of times people from Fat Acceptance are like, you are so fat phobic if you do not date fat people. You are missing out on wonderful, excellent people because you are fat phobic and you don't want to date a fat person. But really and truly, people don't want to date them because that is not something they like. That is not something they want. And people can like or want whatever they want to like and whatever they want to want, right? It could be for a number of reasons. It could be, I'm not attracted to that. It's just not gonna work in my lifestyle. You know, I've had bad experiences in the past, whatever the case may be. But when there is a guy who comes on with missing or messed up teeth or whatever, and a woman says she does not want to date this fellow, then they're like, oh, she's such a horrible person. I wonder how this would have played out if it was the girl who had the missing and messed up teeth and it was the guy saying that that's not something that he wanted. I just wonder how that would have played out differently, because I find that a lot of times, and you know, jump in the comments if you want to talk about me or whatever, but I find a lot of times women are just supposed to be okay with whatever physical feature in a guy that they don't like. It's like women aren't supposed to care about physical attributes in a man, but it's okay for men to care about physical attributes in a woman. You know, she has to have a certain length of hair, she has to have a certain weight or a certain height or a certain complexion or this or that or that or this. It's okay for a man to have those preferences, but as soon as a woman has those preferences, she is vain, she is so selfish, she's gonna miss out on a good man. Like I said, I might be wrong, but this has been my experience a lot. Like, women are just supposed to accept less for whatever reason. That kind of went on a little bit of a tangent, and I didn't want to do that, but I think it just goes to show you how people have different ideas of what they want and what they find attractive and what they find acceptable in a mate. And I feel like anybody can have whatever kind of preferences that they want to have. And if they don't want their partner to have missing or messed up teeth, honestly, that's their prerogative. And the second part that a lot of people online were talking about the fact that the show Catfish was wrong for even having him on there with the missing or messed up teeth. It was embarrassing for him, and they should have paid for his teeth. And I don't agree with this at all. And my answer is kind of twofold. First, I want to point out the obvious is no one forced the man to come on the show. I'm pretty sure he signed 1 million documents and waivers and all these things. He knew about the show, that it's a nationwide show on nationwide television, and it's going to be broadcasted to so many people. Like, I don't know if he lives under a rock or if people on the internet live under a rock, but shows like television shows, reality shows, even like the news, their main objective is to get views, to get viewers, to get people interested in it. And a lot of times that interest is driven by controversy, by some kind of buzz, by some kind of hype. They don't care. They're gonna skirt the ethical line because they're trying to get viewers, they're trying to get ad revenue, they're trying to get money. Like, they couldn't care less about someone's feelings, about someone being exposed, about someone being embarrassed. Like, who would have thought that a television show would care about your feelings? I thought we already knew this about reality TV. Like, we didn't know this already? But you always have your own choice as a grown adult person to decide on if you want to go on a reality show or not. Like, maybe you don't have the forethought to think about what kind of ramifications being on this television show could have on you. And I think that that would be a place for your friends or family to kind of talk to you about that, or you could Google for more information and see how reality TV has affected people's lives. We see it over and over and over again, right? Especially with children. And children are a special case because as a minor, it's like you really can't consent. And that is a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day with reality television and even like online social media content with kids in it. I don't want to talk about that because I could go on forever about that. Those are my particular thoughts on the reality TV like genre, and like it's not really reality TV's fault, because I think it's pretty well known that they edit clips to make things look worse. They set up scenes and stage things to make things look like they're worse than what they are. They're skirting ethical lines to do things. Like, I thought we already knew this about reality TV, but maybe everyone doesn't, and it's sad. And I feel like this part needs to be out there a little bit more, so people kind of know the dangers of reality television and also content on social media and the emotional, mental effects that it could possibly have on your life. Now let's talk about this other point that a lot of people were talking about, and the fact that they feel like the show should have paid for his dental work. I wholeheartedly disagree with that one. He could have asked the show to pay for his dental work. Like, if I come on here, can y'all fix my teeth? I'd love to fix my teeth, put it in a contract. I'm pretty sure he didn't ask that because it wasn't done. But the way that I feel about it is, if I feel about, Catfish has this moral obligation to pay to correct someone's insecure part of their physical appearance, then they should do that for every person that comes on the show Catfish that is insecure about their physical appearance. Because usually Catfish are seen as people who usually are fat people, overweight people, and they're embarrassed about their body and how they look, and so they use fake pictures to talk to people online. That is traditionally what has been seen with Catfish in the past. So why don't people feel the same way about fat people? That Catfish should provide them dietitians and gym trainers, or weight loss medication or surgery or health coaches or whatever, for them to lose weight about something that they want to change and that they feel insecure about. Why? Why weren't people already up in arms about how Catfish takes advantage of people with low self-esteem who are overweight? Why? Why now, when a man comes on the show and he seems to be a nice guy or whatever, that is, has dental issues or whatever, why now should we be concerned about, his mental health and his well-being and correcting those things that he may be a little bit insecure about? Why now? And it just pops in my head that as much as I dislike the talking points of fat acceptance, because I really do, it makes me feel like a lot of times, fatness and being overweight, it's just kind of at the very, very bottom of people's concerns of getting people help for it. Even though the health and fitness industry is like $1 billion industry, right? They have all these products out here and so many things that you can purchase and buy and do and all of that. But is it really on the agenda of people? Is it really? Because once you tell someone you want to get weight loss surgery, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. You shouldn't do that. Just love yourself. If you want to take a weight loss medication, well, you'd be lucky if your insurance plan can even pay for that for you or help you with some of the cost. And if it does, once again, you have to hear people and their ignorance spewed about whatever they want to say about it. Or you're taking the easy way out. Who gives a damn, right? Because if weight loss, was so important and health was so important, wouldn't it be more initiatives and more being done, and for people to be a little bit more open-minded and accepting of the different ways and different things people do to lose weight? I don't know, y'all. I'm just a girl with a camera on YouTube. And I just like to give my opinions. And I feel like this whole Catfish thing with the dude with the teeth, it was crazy, y'all. It was really crazy. And it was really crazy what people were saying online. And all I gotta say is, people have their preferences, in what they want in a mate, ideal and physically. And you shouldn't really be too surprised about the lengths that reality television shows go to get ratings, views, clicks, money. Right? Right. I'd love to hear your comments and what you have to say below. Make sure you like this video. I will see you on the next one. Make sure you continue to spread kindness in a world full of hate. Bye-bye.